The intro
Yeah.
always just be a little vibe, you
With
know?
no
Yeah,
money.
yeah, yeah. And I
Do I
debate myself
get
all the
money?
time with the intro and the beats and stuff. Do I need to change it or do I need to leave it?
Leave it,
I'm,
let it
uh,
alone.
yeah, yeah. I
You can
think
Let it
ride
I'm
that
alone.
going.
wave a little longer on that one,
I
you heard?
can't
Yeah,
picture
yeah.
life with no money.
I don't think neither one of us want to picture
What?
life with no money. You know what I'm
I can't
saying?
picture
Like,
life with no money.
man,
Can't.
being broke is not what that is. I think we've all been broke before. We've talked
Yeah.
about it countless
Yeah.
times, and that's not fun. But hey,
It's not fun
you
at
know,
all.
nah, not at all. Well, you know what? We ain't broke. We blessed, and we here.
Yes.
So you know what I'm saying. Getting close to the Christmas holiday, the New Year's is on the horizon, and y'all already know what it is. You're tapped in with the Fire Session, where real talk meets real life. You know what I'm talking about? We ain't got no scripts here.
Yes.
We just be telling the truth, our truth. So we're about to heat it up. So stay locked in.
Facts.
Yes.
All right. So I find some interesting topics, and Trisha Michelle finds some interesting topics, and Benji finds some interesting topics, and that's what we got today. We got a lot of topics and questions to cover, as this will be the last live episode of this year. So stay
This
locked in. You don't want to miss anything with this episode. I promise you, because it's about to be a wild ride. And when I say a
facts.
wild ride, I mean a wild ride. So stay locked in. If you got comments, please jump in that comment section, because we want to hear what y'all got to say about this stuff that we're about to talk about tonight.
Facts.
So before we jump in, y'all already know we got to make sure our people good before we go too far up in here. So Trish Michelle, you good?
Jerry Curl.
You know, he was looking for
Myself with
Jerry,
it.
so I just decided let me bring Jerry. Let me bring Jerry on the show. You know?
Just
But no,
let show.
I'm okay. I the weather's changing in California. You know, last episode we were talking about how we were in the 80s and we actually have rainfall hitting tonight. I think it's actually kind of sprinkling a little bit outside, so it's cold. So last night was cold, and my dude is a window open, fan on, right in front of the face type
Mm,
person.
mm.
So I and I'm anemic and I'm a very cold person. But anywho, so I woke up with a little, I don't know, tonsils felt a little swollen. I'm like, oh no, oh no. No, I don't have none of that.
Okay, I thought you
Benji.
had a little.
Okay.
I had it. I thought
So
you was going with the pig nose.
no, I'm drinking my tea, got my tea with me, and my vitamins and whatnot, because I'm trying to kick it to make sure I don't have anything wrong and carrying on because we gotta be around family in a couple days.
Right.
Right.
But yeah, outside of that, I'm good. You know, kids on break and I'm trying to make sure they understand what be quiet means.
Okay. Well, good luck with that.
Kayate.
Good luck with that. All right,
Lord
Benji.
Jesus.
Benji Banks, the man, the brand. You good, my guy?
I'm good, man. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to complain about.
Yeah.
I can't picture life with no money. I can't picture life with
what
no
what
money.
is
That's all.
this?
The song is fire. Stove is an assassin with the lyrics. All right, but yeah, nah, man, nothing to complain about, man. I'm grateful, man, because when you enter new spaces and you creating new relationships with new people, and you know what I'm saying, they filling you out, you filling them out, and you're learning new things, you get what I'm saying, in business and all of that type of stuff. It's pretty dope, man, when you sit down and your idea becomes the forefront of what they deem as successful. Like that's a good space. I always love that, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
because when you're dealing with people, you don't want to waste people time, you get what I'm saying. So, and I'm big on time. So when you can be in that space and and do that, that's pretty dope to me. So
All right. All right. Yeah. That's what's up. I'm glad things are going well for the both of you. I'm having another amazing week here. And,
fat, he's
and,
still
and,
on this fat.
and
Sure.
yeah, man. That's life, brother. That's
Yeah, he ain't
life. You know
stopped
what I'm
that.
Yeah,
saying?
That's a way of life.
From 1
yeah,
p.m. to 7 p.m., that's my eating window. Anytime before or after that, ain't nothing happening, Captain.
ain't nothing
Just
happening.
water. Just water, man. And I'm staying consistent with it. It's like I said, it's literally a lifestyle for me now. So
Yeah,
uh Next month we go back into the building at my job. I'm looking forward to it because not only do we do that with the intermittent fasting, I know that's gonna boost my fat burn. You know what I'm saying? Just being more active, having to walk around more, and
Yeah,
then being in the
yeah.
building where the gym is. So you know what I'm saying? I get to hit that up without even having to leave the premises. So
Right.
it's gonna 26 is gonna be a great year, man. I'm looking forward to it. A lot of changes, a lot of projects that I got coming that I'm gonna be happy to announce, you know what I'm saying, in 26. Yeah, so the acting and movie thing is really starting to take off. And I'm getting involved in some other stuff that I just, got exposed to the past maybe couple of weeks, some news and some projects that came about. So
Yeah,
man, I'm looking forward to it, man. It's good. It's gonna be fun, man. Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
yeah. I'm
I
I'm, I'm
dig
trying to be I'm trying to be all over Tubi, all
Yeah.
over
it.
YouTube, all over Netflix,
Pause.
wherever.
No,
You know what I'm
all
saying?
over, all
Yeah,
over.
yeah,
Tubi
all
and
over.
Netflix, all over.
Yeah, ain't no pause in that. Don't pause. The only thing you can pause
Here you
is
go
you
with this pausing
is you
again.
can pause the
Lord.
show or the movie that I'm on when you go to the restroom because I'm gonna be on your screen. Just mark my words.
We're
Just
gonna be
mark
the
my
we're
words.
gonna be the first ones pulling that joint up. Look, man, pull that joint, man. Go support. I'm telling you, I can't picture life with no money. I'm telling you,
Already.
going on to make
Already,
it.
ready.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Shout out to On My Square in the chat already. Always in the chat. We appreciate you tapping in. We appreciate everybody tapping in, everybody viewing. We about to get this thing on the road though, man. We got a lot to cover. We got a lot to talk about. So we're gonna travel back in time a little bit with this first conversation because we previously discussed on another episode, a couple of episodes, really, we've talked about it before. Was it okay if you were to attend the funeral of an ex? And that was a very interesting conversation when we had that because people felt many different ways. But I got a twist to it, right? Because we're at the point in life where, some people, people pass away. But this is the twist to it. Not your ex passing away, but if your ex parent passes away, is it okay for you to attend your ex's parents' funeral services? Trisha Michelle, how do you feel about that?
I'm not attending that. I'll send my condolences and maybe some flowers or something. I don't know. I'm not attending that. I don't see why I would. Even on the greatest, like, and I'm still cool. Like I got that I now have kids, they grandparents, so that's different.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But an ex with no ties where I don't have a child that has to be there, then and I probably still the child could go with the daddy, honestly. So I mean
Facts.
I just don't see why I would need to be there, even though, and then in that case, like I am really cool with his grandma and his mom, both mom and the stepmom, as far as my daughter's dad side goes. And so I don't know if I would need to be there, unless he couldn't be there for whatever reason, which would be crazy.
Crazy, right?
Yeah, so I don't know. There would still be no need for me to be there.
Okay.
I don't know.
I
So
respect that.
I don't see why.
She like, no.
Okay. Okay. Well, all right. I respect that. Benji Banks, the man, the brand. How you feeling, man? What you gonna do?
I mean, it's weird for me because once I leave, I'm good. So like I don't really be fooling with people like that. Like I ain't following you on social media. None of that. So and most of the girls I've dated, all their parents used to love me. So, but I don't know. I don't know if I want to go through and be like having to sit you. Like the trippy part to me is having to explain to like my lady, my wife, like why I want to go to this funeral. Like that don't sit well with me, and I don't even want to go through all of that. Like I ain't even interested in all that. Like Ken, I know you probably remember when that came out to Texas or whatever some time ago. An old girl, like her mom passed, and her mom loved me, like super dope. And when she passed, I was like, I ain't go. Now, is she all right? Is mom all right? Sending well wishes and all that type of stuff. Even before that, But then, like, when she actually passed, I was like, okay, but I wasn't gonna go to the funeral. Like, I don't want to go through there and be through going through all of those emotions and all of that, because then you're gonna have to deal with all of the questions. You get what I'm saying? And then I was just like, yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, no, it's a no for me.
All right.
Yeah, that
Well,
that part, the emotions, like no one wants to be at a funeral to begin with. So why give yourself extra funerals to go to?
Yeah,
Like, I don't understand needing to be there.
okay, I'm the opposite of y'all, right?
right.
Like any of my exes, I'm cool with them. If I see them, it's all love. If I see their parents, it's all love. I was one of those young men who, the parents loved me. So,
Yeah,
I had a bond with a lot of the parents, you know what I'm saying? And
right.
I still do when I see them out and about. So, if something were to happen to any of their parents, I'm going. If I can
Hmm.
go, I'm gonna go to the wake or to the funeral or I don't know if it's just a southern thing, but like I'm gonna go sign the book. I'm gonna go do something where,
Right.
the people know that, you know what I'm saying, I'm supporting, you know what I'm saying? Because it's not just me because I'm the ex. I've had people that I showed up at a wake or a funeral for people that didn't expect it, and it changed their whole perspective of
Hmm.
me as a person because like not even an ex, but one of my homeboys that I play basketball with, just play basketball in the league with the guy,
Hmm.
right? We got really cool and we got kids and we talk about, you know what I'm saying, like man stuff. So we just,
Yeah,
have a bond through that. And I mean, that's not one of my best friends, or anything like that. But when his mom passed, I saw myself, right? In
yeah,
that
yeah.
situation where, if, Lord forbid the day when my mom passes away, I want as much support as I can possibly get. I'm sure of it because I'm a mama's boy. So
Right,
I know
right,
he's a mama's boy because of the conversations that we had. So in that situation, I went to the wake. And when
right.
he came around the corner and saw me, like his mouth just dropped and he was like, "Bro, like I don't even have words to explain what it means to see you here."
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like you're somebody who I did not expect to see here. And, it's been probably a year or so ago, one of my exes, her grandmother passed away, but it was somebody like we chilled at her grandmother's house a lot when I was dating
Right.
her. So I just went by the funeral home just when they had to wait, just to, see the mom, give my condolences, you know what I'm saying, hug. I'm out. Just,
Yeah.
I was there for like less than 5 minutes probably. So for me, that's just the way I roll in that sense. And, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. And like you were saying, like the question, like if my wife said she wanted to go to her ex's, mom or dad's, funeral or services or whatever, I don't have no questions about it. Go ahead, because I know that at some point you were special to them or they were special to you. So I get it. Right.
Hmm.
Now, y- it- I think it's also one of those things where, what kind of relationship did you have with the parents, right? So if
Right.
you dated that person and you never really met the parents before, or you just met them in passing and you didn't really have a connection with them. Now, if knowing that and then going to the services, now that to me is kind of like why would you
Yeah.
go and you really didn't have a connection with them? But if it's somebody that I had a connection with, like the parents, the mom, the dad, even the grandmother, or something like that, then yeah, I'm gonna go pay my respects. That's just what I do.
That's just what I was thinking about right now, and then you just happened to tap in on it. I was thinking about me, and I'm like, actually, all my other exes outside of who have become my kids' parents, like, it was passive by parents, like, "Oh, I met them, but we didn't really have no, like, relationship like that because those people were I won't say they weren't, like, long-term relationship, they just didn't go nowhere future-wise,
Yeah,
with nothing as far as a kid or still here. So I didn't establish something like that to want to
Right.
be at that. So I wouldn't go. But I have experienced my significant other needing to go to his or desiring to go to his ex's mom's funeral.
yeah,
Hmm.
And I didn't care. He just was
yeah.
like, "Oh, such and such, whatever, the funeral. I'm gonna go." I was like, "All right, and then it was, do you need anything? Are you okay? Making sure he was good
Yeah.
because it is his parent, I mean his kids' family. too.
Mhm.
And it was somebody that was around, he was over there 10 plus years. So that's monumental over there. So
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get in the way of that. And I felt no way. I'm not over here like, you gonna be around. Nope, none of that existed. So it's like, in reverse, I don't know how I would feel if presented with that situation on my daughter's side or my son's side, but it hasn't come across. But I do know all of them. I still talk to aunties and grandparents and all that stuff. So who knows? But
Yeah.
I know I've been presented on the other side and I didn't care.
My kids' grandmother on that side just passed. I want to say like maybe some time ago, a few weeks ago, and I was like, "Yeah, I ain't going." I
This
put
guy.
like, "Yeah, no, I ain't going."
This guy.
Come by showing me pictures, and it's like, "Nah." And reason being for me was because, yeah, I ain't got the fondest memories of her, so I keep my
That's
mouth closed.
understandable.
And if you want
That
me,
makes a lot of sense.
listen, if I go and y'all ask me some particular questions,
I
I ain't
think they
finna
would
lie
know
in
not to
church.
ask you.
Yeah.
Exactly. But you know how they come in showing me pictures, and then one of them, she came by, she showed me a picture of the casket, and I was like, so like like what? And then it's really, it was like no sympathy, like because of the situation. And I was just
Yeah.
like, but I kept my mouth closed. I didn't say nothing. I ain't
Ain't
gonna
got
say
nothing
nothing
nice to
bad.
say, then
Exactly.
don't say
You know
nothing
what
at
I'm saying?
all.
And the wife decided she was gonna pull up. I was like, go on about your business. Go do your thing. I'm cool. But at the end of the day, for me, it's like, I guess I would have to play it by ear too, because you know what I'm saying, all of the parents weren't rude or obnoxious or whatever. So it
Yeah.
might weigh a little different if somebody passed, and I think about it and then I consider what you was talking about, Ken. So it might happen. So, but who knows?
Yeah, I know my daughter's great grandma, she texts me like every other day. So
Mm.
checking on me.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
Yeah.
different than just some whatever.
Yeah, yeah, and like I said, I understand it's situational, but for me, like I said again, with any of my exes, we all have a good rapport. Like if I see them, it's never negative energy or bad energy. So, that's just the way that's just the way I'm gonna operate. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna check on people and go and show my respects. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the way that I operate. Period.
Possibly,
So
yeah.
Hey, nothing
yeah,
wrong with that.
I
yeah,
At
mean,
least you know how
some
to talk
people.
about so the Benji over here.
I mean, listen,
Uh,
yeah. I
Bernie
was
Mac Bernie Mac said it best. May he rest in peace. So I
wow.
mean, hey, for some people, hey,
Wow.
glad you're
Yeah,
not
we going
around no more.
on that note, we're going to
Next
I'm
subject.
just saying.
mosey on to the
'Cause
next
I'm
subject.
just
wow.
saying. I'm just
Since we're
saying.
since we're talking about exes, Trisha Michelle sent me a wild ex story. So listen up.
All
A
right.
Chicago man bought a $600 raggedy car, registered it in his ex-girlfriend's name, parked it at the Chicago O'Hare Airport,
Mhm.
and left it there to
Oh,
rack up fees under her name. Now that's diabolical.
I might like this dude.
That's some pettiness.
That's
That's
super petty.
Hold
what
up,
did she
hold
do?
up.
Because
Wait
he
a
was
minute.
calculated.
How, how long did it stay there?
There's conflicting stories because as I did my research, that were saying that whatever this story is, it was an actual story and it's been passed around for some years now. So
Uh-huh.
it's grown legs and it's grown over time and people have added things in, but that's why the basis of what I gave you
Yeah.
is what the consistent things were from all the different posts that stem from this situation, this story.
This
So
is
it was some months from my understanding.
ooh.
So clearly there's some fees, some fines, some money
Yeah. The
tied to
dollar
Oh.
this.
figure the dollar figures fluctuated, but you can imagine You know,
Oh yeah,
for if you left it
that's
there
good
for a couple
bread.
of months, yeah, it's
In
a
Cali,
substantial amount of money.
in Cali, if you leave for what 3 days, if you're parking at LAX, you're looking at about 60 for 3 days. Usually we pay 120, 100 or more. Oh, that's some good bread. I might like this cat. We got to
Yeah,
find his name.
I'm
yeah.
just talking about like who thinks of that? Like who sat there and said, you know what? Aha, this is what I'm gonna do.
Somebody who's
And
very, very
carries it
petty.
out.
Very, very petty.
You
Very petty.
Like,
dirty.
I
You
just wish
dirty
I knew what
something.
happened. What was the story?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Now, what brought on this type of behavior? Because
Hey
Yes.
it had
man,
to be something. Something
petty.
big had to
Like you
happen.
needed to get her back
If you
in a
stay petty,
diabolical way that
if you stay
stuck.
petty, you ain't got to get petty. This man should win the petty
Yeah.
award of the year. You know, they had the
He
players
does get a petty
ball.
award.
The players ball. He should win the the petty ball or whatever you want to call it. That should win. Yeah, that's all right with me. To go buy a whole car for $600, register it in her name, and drop it off at the airport. Now you know you may have needed some assistance to get over there because you had to leave because you couldn't drive your car.
Oh man, nah. He park it there and call an Uber.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah,
many ways. You could have your
A
friend follow
cab,
you.
or yeah, something.
Whatever you want to
But
do.
but
There's ways that part is nothing.
my
It
thing
was
yeah.
is
registering the car and all that
she
extra stuff.
she had to have done something
Oh
crazy
yeah,
because he invested money in the get back.
oh yeah. He invests money
Yes,
to
you
get back.
invested time,
And
money,
money
all of that.
in your efforts in this get back,
Yes.
and to
Went
park
to the
somebody's car, to park a car that
Hmm.
belongs to her at the airport and to let it stack up fees is wild behavior.
He
wild
went
work.
home, kicked his feet up, and sipped his beer or whatever. Was felt good that night.
I ain't gonna
I-
cap. I ain't gonna cap. If I did something like that, I would probably ride through there, you know, periodically to see if it was
just to make
still
sure
Oh
it's still there.
yeah, I'm
to see
rolling
if it was
through
still
like
there.
Of course, you
looking
got
at
Yeah.
go
my
over there,
accomplishment. Like, look at it, just racking up those feet.
have you a
Yeah.
little drinky drink while you pass by. Be like, yeah, you still here, ain't you? It's been 3 months now. You still here. Hey, your boy went on
But
Facebook
the thing
Marketplace for the
is,
auction and he got
clearly
that
he
car.
got caught because we know the story. So
Yeah, because you gotta imagine
shucks.
if I'm the person that he did that to, I'm not gonna take that laying down. I'm gonna go to court and I'm
Go
be
to
like,
court,
hey,
yeah.
you know what? I didn't register any of this.
Right, hell no.
Can you pull the footage from the registration place or something? I never was there. Like I never did this. I never did any of this.
His
So
signature on the ride, unless he just bought it, you know what I'm saying, off the streets or whatever. But there's a lot of ways you can play with that. Yeah, that's
instead of
I
a
like
burner
that.
phone, that man bought a burner
Burn a
car.
car.
Oh.
Jeez.
Yo,
Wild work.
that's
Wow.
crazy. That's
All right.
crazy.
It was smart until it wasn't.
Facts.
I
It's a
mean, if
fact.
he went on Judge Judy, yeah, he probably got demolished or something.
Man,
Yeah.
facts. All right, shout out to Big Rob 1987, our guy. We see you out there in the comments. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Speaking of petty behavior, those of you who truly know me know you know that I absolutely love comedy, right? I've seen so many comedians over these years. I even used to hang out at the comedy clubs like a groupie, right? Almost because I was trying to learn how to do stand-up comedy, you know,
Right.
studying the craft.
Right.
So I've seen some of everybody, man. So one person that I have not seen and I refuse to because I don't want to pay for that ticket is Dave Chappelle, man. But let me tell you this. Dave Chappelle is my favorite comedian, and he is a comedic genius. Dave has a new Netflix special called The Unstoppable.
Mm.
Man, listen. Trisha Michelle sent us a message and said, have y'all checked it out? We got to talk about it. And I hadn't had a chance. So the first thing I did this morning was, as I was working, I turned it on so I could hear the rhetoric that he was going to spit because I knew it was going to be amazing, and it did not disappoint. I actually watched it twice.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no,
I
it
still
was
got to
Actually,
it
get it
was
once.
it
I
was
still got to get my
great.
one in.
yeah, I actually watched it twice. And listen, Trisha Michelle, what are your thoughts on it?
He is, like you said, a genius. He has a way of bringing up current events, speaking and saying the things that no one wants to say, that are scared to say, that, and he's still going to say it, and it's going to have some depth to it, some meaning to it, some fruit for you to take back from it, all while still throwing in jokes and jabs to it. Like he's unmatched when it comes to that. Like, just watching it happen was was pretty genius. Like, I'm just watching the show and I'm like listening to him actually drop like just stuff that's real. And I'm like, yep, that's true. He's talking about Dr. Seppi, all this different stuff. And I'm like, this is correct. Like, but at the same time, they're laughing and but you're not forgetting what you heard. He's so smart. Like, you gotta watch it. Like,
Right.
he's doing what he does best at an all-time elite. Like, I just wish he still was doing what he does on the regular, but I'm just great. He dropped a little gem on us.
Facts.
Yeah. So, I mean, I missed the show, and I still watch the show every blue
Chappelle
moon.
show is still
I'll go
hilarious.
back
Yeah.
and look at a few episodes.
Same. I love some of them skits.
Yeah.
But man, listen, as I said, he's my favorite comedian of all time, and people arguing, how is he gonna be your? I thought you was a real student of comedy. Listen, Dave is a technician when it comes to comedy. And when you have some of these guys who can tell you a joke and weave it together throughout the show, and then end at the end of the show with a punchline that started at the beginning, bruh, mind blowing, because it's
Okay.
like you're telling me a story, you're taking me on an adventure, and I love
Mhm.
that. I love all different types of stand-up comedy, but like that to me is like the art of it. It's like the height of it. When you can story tell at that level, it's equivalent to Dave is the equivalent in comedy to me of storytelling, like a Scarface or a Nas in hip hop, where they're great storytellers, and you can hear the rap and you become part of the story. Like, you hear it and you start to visualize it. So he is just that. And one thing that he does that's amazing to me, and something y'all hear me say all the time, he puts the medicine in the candy. You're
Yeah.
gonna laugh, but he's going to tell you some stuff and teach you some things that you can take with you along the way, that's, what I'm saying, beyond a joke, right?
Right.
Because and I love how he interweaves the trans things in there, and it's like he's taking jabs. It's like, oh, you crazy, because
Right.
why are
I
you
love it.
poking the bear for real? Because you are
But
continuing to do this.
who gonna do something to him?
Yeah, and that's the beauty. To me, that's the beauty
Like,
of it, because he already kind of, so to speak, slayed the dragon when he dealt with that issue before, in terms of his money and how they tried to, say he was smoked out and all of this type of stuff, and he won his lawsuits and stuff like that. So really, at this point, ain't much, you can't do nothing to him. Like, so he gets to be this openly free speech, say what I want to say type of cat, because you really can't do nothing to him. And to me, that authenticity kind of speaks volumes to me, because I haven't watched it yet, but I know I will get a chance to watch it. I probably will watch it with my kids on Christmas or Christmas Eve, the night or something like that. But I've seen a couple of the skits and the Charlie Kirk thing, and he talked about that. So it's going to be interesting to watch it. But I love the fact that you can tell that he don't care. You can't do anything to him. And that, to me, that authenticity coming forward in the joking form and then in the real form is kind of what I'm kind of growing to love about the whole thing.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing too. We talk about, watching some of these entertainers kind of grow up in their craft,
Right.
right? I've been watching Dave since the beginning. So to watch him grow up in comedy over these years, and watch him mature and go from one style of comedy to this
Yeah,
style of
to
comedy,
another. Yeah.
and then, to this form in which he is now. And that's why it's called the Unstoppable. It's really called the Unstoppable N-word, but you know what I'm saying, Nigger, you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
it said it at the
Yeah,
end. I
it
was
said
like,
at the end. So, but you I don't want to give it away, but when you look at the special,
You'll get it.
he tells some stories in there that encompass why he's calling it that and why that's important for the title to be that and
Yes.
how it ties into Jack Johnson and all this stuff. But you got to check it out. So
It's so good.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's really good. Check it out. You won't be disappointed. You'll learn
No.
something. And there's a bunch of stories that he tells all the time, and I loves when he does these specials. And at the end, he shows the pictures from as
Yes.
receipts. So it's not like
He
he's just telling
proves.
stories. He's making it up. Like he's telling you, this is what my life is, and this is what I did, and here are the receipts for what I'm telling you. That is
Right.
not made up. It's facts. Like here are the
Yes.
pictures of me with these people.
He was
So
in
the
every
pictures
room.
the pictures at the end are amazing, bro, because it's like he's a comedic rock star himself, or comedic goat, but
Yeah.
it shows you the other people that he's around. It's like, dude, you've been around some amazing people.
Yes.
Like this is just crazy. But this is one thing I want to point out too. Shout out to y'all in the comments. I'm not missing the comments. I'm gonna come to them in just a second, but some of the pictures that he had and the story that he tells about him and T.I. and Nipsey kicking it together. Like just is a random thing. I'm like, can you imagine how mind-blowing the conversation is between Dave, T.I., and Nipsey?
Yeah. Right.
Three very intelligent guys having a conversation. But they have three different types of conversations. But I can only imagine like the conversation that was going on between them. That conversation that night was wild. He said it was a fun night, but I know it was definitely a wild night. So so that was dope. But like I said, at the end, the pictures and stuff that flow through. But I will say there is a picture there with Diddy. He talks about Diddy in the special. That's fun. It's hilarious too. But there's a picture where he shows himself, him and Diddy are dapping up, and Marlon Wayans is right behind him making his face. So with Marlon being in the news lately with all the stuff that he's so it's you gotta watch it.
Yeah,
just watch it.
I'll be honest.
Watch it. If y'all are off for the next couple of days, watch it.
There's a lot there to unpack. So watch it. It's an hour and 15 minutes. You'll enjoy it. Like I said, I watched it twice. So, you know what I'm saying? If you really enjoy comedy, you'll check that out. And also, I'm not gonna, I love comedy, so I'm not gonna miss the fact that Kevin Hart also has a new comedy special on, and it's funny as well.
It is.
So throughout the holidays, you want to laugh, you want to be entertained, you want to create a good vibe, good energy. Check out these comedy specials and have some fun for sure.
Yeah.
So with these comments, let's get back to Big Rob 1987. Big Rob said his favorite comedian is Bernie Mac, who is from Chicago like himself. Rest in peace to the legend. Hey man, Bernie Mac is that guy.
I love Bernie Mac.
Yeah.
I saw Bernie Mac for the first time on Def Comedy Jam in the infamous set that he did.
Yeah.
And I ain't scared of you, like that for me as a kid watching that, bruh. Like those moments mean so much to me. And like I said, I've been watching comedy my whole life. My first exposure to comedy was Mom's Mabley recordings on record on 45s in my grandparents' basement. So I started early listening to some raunchy, comedy that I shouldn't have listened to because Mom's Mabley and Richard Pryor were my first exposure to comedy. And if you know anything about those two, it's pretty raw comedy. And then, we went to Eddie Murphy and so on and so forth. So yeah. And he said the Chappelle show was those were amazing. So he said the Chappelle show was great, as well as his stand-up For What It's Worth and Killing Them Softly, which are two, of Dave's most iconic stand-up specials early in his career. So yeah, check out Dave's comedy special, check out Kevin's comedy special, and go to the Improv, man, and see some of these up-and-coming comics, man, because I'm telling you.
Yeah, I do that too. Fun.
Oh yeah.
Go to the comedy club, and let me tell you this before we move on. If you go to the comedy club, Mojo Brooks is hilarious. If you go to the comedy club, speaking of him, you got to go with an open mindset. Don't go in there stuck up and getting mad if you become part of the show. If you become part of the show, embrace it because it's all in good
viral
fun.
For sure.
Yeah, it's all in good fun and just enjoy yourself because I would go to the comedy shows and sit in the front and people were like, I don't want those seats. Nobody wants to sit in those seats. I go sit right next to the stage and get roasted all the time because they be like, who is this huge nigga in the front row? Like, stand up. Like, many times I have been part of the show and I embrace it because I love comedy that much. So it didn't bother me at all, man. Just enjoy life, man, and stop being so stuck up, y'all.
Hey, we
Facts.
gotta laugh.
Yeah. All right.
Laughter is a medicine.
Facts. All right. So not only this weekend did I look at the Dave Chappelle special and think about that, but before that, you know what I'm saying, a lot of sports going on that nature. But the big thing of the weekend was the Anthony Joshua Jake Paul fight. So I wanted to talk about that briefly because listen, I said to myself, if Jake Paul wins this fight, we know it is super rigged. But I also said that I very highly doubted that Anthony Joshua, who is still a current boxer, still currently, you know what I'm saying, in the mix and very much in the mix of things, is going to allow himself to go in there and be embarrassed because it's going to tarnish his image and tarnish his money. So I knew he wasn't going to go in there and do that. And when I tell you, the way it ended is the way that I figured it would end. And I knew when he hit him, that last punch, I said, oh, he broke something. I knew something was broke. It was the look on bro's face. He was like,
that
oh,
wow.
He was like, wow, oh, wow. Yeah. I was like, yeah, bro, that's a real punch right there you just took.
Yeah.
Yes.
This wasn't set up. This was actual fighting that happened. You got toe up.
You got knocked up.
Bro.
He
broken
did
jaw.
he did good work that night. Thank you, Anthony Joshua.
That man broke that man's jaw in two spots with one punch.
You know, the crazy part about it though is for a guy who's not really a boxer in Jake Paul, for him to be able to fight an Olympian in Anthony Joshua is like crazy because he doesn't have that type of background. You get what I'm saying? So to even share the ring with Joshua is hilarious. And I'm sure he's running with this content like crazy because he's getting these opportunities. It is when you consider it. To me, it is when you consider he's just a content creator.
No, he's not.
No, not anymore.
No, he's not. Bro, he's had almost 10 fights.
Yeah, he's not just a content creator. You gotta give him his respect in what he is trying to do. He's a boxer.
Put in this much work.
Boxing wise, that boy does not have no amateur background, and no fighter, well-known fighter, respects Jake Paul as an official.
I mean, that's fine, but that does not make him not one just because they have their stances on how he came about. There's a lot of people that never played basketball from 4 years old up until whatever and decided to play in high school and is elite.
But here's the thing. We got to stop looking at it through old people eyes, right? This is new. This is 2025 going into 2026. Right. If he takes enough time, you know what I'm saying? Like they say, the 10,000 hours to be an expert or something. If you're putting in that time, you're going to become good at it. And Jake Paul is not bad. He's not a bad fighter.
Yeah, he's not.
I've
He's just
seen
annoying.
some terrible boxers in my time. I have seen
he's
some
not
terrible.
good at boxing. He's not.
I'm not saying he's good.
He
what
has
I'm
worked.
saying
He
is
still got a lot of
time
work.
frame that he has been doing this to what he is compared to some of these guys who have been boxing since they were little and they still not that good. You got to give him some. You got to give him some credit.
You do. You have to.
It is a bunch of trash boxers. It is a bunch of trash boxers out there.
I just think ironically so.
I've seen some trash boxers, and I'm like, yo, for
him
to do what he did,
I would agree.
I got to give him credit because
out there,
and also because of the fact of him being able to get in there and willingness to get in there and fight with these guys, because there are guys out there who will not fight Jake Paul.
And there's a lot of guys who will never get the opportunity to fight Anthony Joshua. So yeah, that's what I'm meaning from that standpoint. Like, it's dope because you got to think the resume he's building, so to speak. Even though he fought an old Tyson, everybody won't be able to say they got in a ring or shared the experience with Tyson or or some of the other guys that he's fought and so forth and so on. So that to me is those are commendable because again, at the end of the day, you are building a career. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So to be able to say this is part of your resume 15, 20 years down the road, shoot, even 5 years down the road, if he continues to do it. But if he
I don't think
continues
he's
to
gonna
take
continue to do it.
facts, if you continue to take these risks like this, fighting Anthony Joshua's, who's
Broken jaw.
a Olympian.
Right up in the mouth that he likes to run so much. It was
Broken
just
jaw.
poetic. It was
Yeah.
poetic.
Yeah.
Now
So
for Netflix, amazing because Anthony Joshua got what 92 million for the fight. So
yeah.
that alone is amazing.
Jeez. At that
Yeah.
point, I'll step in the ring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I
don't
mean, but
care. I'll
he
take a
did
broke
have to pay
jaw. I'm
he
cool
did
with
have to
it.
pay taxes in two places, UK and United States. So
Yeah.
he
I
only
mean,
walked away with like 40-something million. But
only
Only.
40.
Oh,
Only
oh,
40.
yeah,
Yeah.
only.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't know, Benji, that
right.
you have about 20 to 30 million to where you
Yeah.
can say only.
Only
For
40
six
million.
for 6 rounds, yeah, that
Facts.
was
For 6
that was
rounds
that was
Like,
amazing.
what?
for 6 rounds of basically sparring. Because
Your
that's for
pinky
Facts.
is up a
Anthony
little too high,
Joshua, that's
Benji. Bring
really
it
what it
down.
was. That's really what it was for Anthony Joshua. Just that was really sparring. That was really
Yeah.
Very true.
glorified sparring
Very
for
true.
him. You
Very
know what I'm
true.
saying? So well, shout out to him, but it was entertaining. I watched it and
It really was actually. It
we
was
were
funny because I
laughing.
was laughing.
We were entertained by the pre-fights, you know what I'm saying? So, shout
Mhm.
out to them for getting money because that's what it's about these days, man.
Facts.
Mhm.
That's the overall goal. That's very true.
Yes, indeed. All right, so let's hang it right at Would You Rather Boulevard and get
Ah,
into a scenario because we got to ask this would you rather question that Benji located for us, and Benji posted it on his page. And it went kind of crazy with people, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of comments. So we really want to know what you all think about this. So listen up to the Would You Rather. All right. So would you rather work from home and make 120K a year or work from the office and make 240K a year doing the exact same work? And I added this caveat because people were going back and forth in the comments and
mhm.
stuff on Benji's post. Well, let's just say your job is 30 minutes from your house with traffic, just for reference.
Right.
So, Benji, what you doing?
Oh, no doubt. I'm doing the 240. I don't care if it's an hour away.
Okay.
Because with 240, if I decide a couple days out of the week, I'm gonna stay at the hotel, stay down here wherever the job at. Boom, free option. I can do that. I don't have to travel every day. You get what I'm saying? Hey, wifey, come down. You know what I'm saying? Wednesday and Thursday, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna stay down at the joint, bring your laptop. You know what I'm saying? You can do all your sessions and from whatever, and we're gonna hang out down here. And let's just say it's Marina Del Rey. Well, I don't wherever, right?
Yeah.
Which is probably about 2 hours away from where I'm at right now. Why would I take less money to stay at home? Like I don't care if you stay there for a year. I don't care if you stay there for 6 months. To pull that type of bread in, if you invest in it, you get what I'm saying? Unless you of the mindset, I'm gonna work for another 20, 30 years. Nah, man, I'm taking that extra 100K. I'm running it up on some stocks, and I ain't gonna be there much longer anyway. Why would I? So I don't get it. I don't understand. But to each his own, right? But we taking the 240.
Facts. Okay, so Trisha Michelle, I'm interested to hear your answer. I knew Benji's answer, so I'm interested to hear your answer. So what would you do?
Well, to know me is to know that I drive a lot to begin with.
Right.
So I would not care about driving to work. To also know me is to know that F them kids. I don't want to sit at home. To me, I like to get away, to go to work,
Yes.
to go separate work from home, especially if you're the mom in the house. Like you on break, you're not on break. What you do? I'm gonna go put the load in the dryer. I'm gonna go do this. No, I don't want to be at home. Like
Right.
if I want to go to work to go
Mhm.
to work.
Right.
And especially now that I've said all that part, and I get an extra 100K out of it. Now, why would I take away 100K to stare at my house and my kids all day?
Hold on. An extra 120K.
20K.
Oh,
Yeah.
120, whether it was 100
Yeah.
or 120. Regardless, why would I lose? Why would I miss out on that just to see my house every day, 24/7?
Yeah.
Why would I don't understand. Nothing is worth that much to lose to stare at the same people come in and out all day. And to be
Somebody,
used even more because I'm working double because I'm always gonna do
right,
something
right.
household while I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
Why?
Insane.
I don't understand it because as I was reading through those comments, some of the stuff that they ask on these, on these
Wow.
posts, I just be blown away. I'm like, this is why people are broke out here. Because
Facts.
That's
They don't
just
understand money
look
management.
at the
it's just
decisions
lazy
you're
to
making.
me. You
But
gotta
look at
just be lazy.
Somebody
ain't
said
nothing
on the post,
convenience ain't worth that. I'm not 120K
yeah,
cost of convenience fee. That's a hell of a convenience fee.
facts.
That's a
somebody
hell of a stay in your pajamas, sip wine off the team's camera fee.
Teamsters.
I'm good.
Right.
I'm going to work. I'm getting up. I'm
Somebody,
driving. I'm out. Warm the car up. See y'all later.
somebody said on the post, you go spend all that in gas anyway. I'm like, wait a minute.
No, you're
Like,
not.
How much
what are you
gas is you
driving?
spend?
First of all,
Where you driving?
we got electric cars around here. Second of all,
Facts.
even if we didn't, 30 minutes or even an hour,
Even an
because
hour.
I've driven and I've definitely driven longer than that for work.
Yes.
You're not going to spend that much on gas.
No. The
in a
average
year.
person
You're
spends
not.
about $5,000 a year on
Yeah,
gas.
you're even probably a
That's
little bit
in
more
Cali.
with the way gas is, right? But my thing is, you're not spending. You're still going to have 100K or whatever. Like you're still pocketing way more in profits.
Man, if you don't get you a gas card and put it under a business name
Well, my
and
thing
use it as
is,
a tax write-off,
I looked at it like this: 120K more to go to the office. In a year's time, wear and tear on your car, I saw that in there, gas, fuel, all this other stuff, and clothes. Just say you put 20K a year just on that, which you're not going to spend 20K a year on that. But
Yeah.
just say you put 20K on that, you still got 100K left over. Why would
More
you
than
stay
that.
at home and turn
People just
down
want to. I think they just want to
100K?
argue.
Nah, I think some of these
I'm
people
telling
is
you,
just slow.
some of these people think like this. I'm telling you.
Some of these people is just slow.
Short but
Let's just call
shorties.
a spade
Short
a
but
spade.
shorties. Okay.
I'm just like, I don't understand. It's always funny to me when we talk about money on there, when they have those ABCD, take 120,000, 100 million up front, and then one of the other options would be 2 million a year. And then people will pick the 100 million and then will pick food for the rest of my life. Why would I want to take some food that I don't know what it is, and I could just take the two options that give me money to buy whatever I want?
Money and pay
That's
for
just big back ass activity. Because why the hell do you want food for the rest of your life? Sit your big back ass down.
Like, if you give me the money, both options, I can buy whatever I want.
Facts.
Like, come on, man. And then let me be home and then think about the fact that, and then let me hear my kids acting wild. And now I want to just go out and Homer Simpson them because I'm thinking about the 120K that I sacrificed to listen to them.
You lost that. And while I'm on the subject, somebody talked about not having to buy new clothes. And I'm listen, man, I pray for your boy because I have a little.
If it's that bad, go to the Salvation Army. You do something, spend a couple of pennies or something
You
on.
ain't listen. You
like,
ain't
come on,
broke
bro.
no
You can
more.
rotate
You
the
got
outfits, whatever.
240. You are not at the middle class line. It's what everybody. You are.
But
not
even if
at
you
the
want to be
middle
cheap
class.
with it, you still could and buy a couple of outfits and rotate them. Go
You
on
can go
Shein and Temu and whatever. You can still be cheap with it and rotate some office outfits and whatever. Like, come on.
You can still go to Ross if you want to, but I
Listen.
guarantee you're gonna want some new threads.
If I'm clearing 240, if I'm clearing 240 a year, you think you think I care about what these peasants think? I don't care about what these peasants
Like
think. I'm
I'm
clearing
getting up.
240
Y'all
a
lucky
year.
I'm here. I'm not. I'm here for the 240. Not
Watch your
y'all.
tone of voice when you talk to me.
And
Like
I'm gonna drink my latte with my pinky up.
I'm like,
In the
excuse me, are you
office.
in business that you can't afford to be in?
Facts.
Stop it.
Clearly. All right.
Are those the $200 meta glasses you have on?
Nah, these here the
No,
big
these are the
boys.
1200, please.
These
Thank you.
1200s,
Yes,
you know, these are
I'm
big
just saying.
boys.
I just want
Matter of fact, the chat said no W's.
yes. I'm just saying.
All right. All right. So some of those answers, you know, saying that I saw are, you know, based off of the age ranges or,
Yeah.
you know, and some of the older people really got it because, you know, life experiences and things of that nature. So the next thing I want to talk about, and, you know, Benji being the elder of the show with the
Wow.
most life experience here.
Oh man, Benji.
But he seems to be confused on whether he is status or not.
If y'all haven't
So
paid attention to that.
yeah, he mentions that a lot, and he's kind of questionable about it. So let's talk about that for a minute because um I ran across when Benji was talking about that. I happened to be on TikTok, and there is a huge section of TikTok that talks about how you know if you're status or auntie status or not. So these are some of the things that they listed. Listen up, because if you hear anything in here that applies to you, you're or auntie. Clearly. All right. So if you've ever used AOL, if you've ever owned a Game Boy or a Nintendo, if you ever had to worry about somebody picking up the phone and kicking you off the internet, if you ever wore FUBU or South Pole, if you ever owned a cassette player or a VCR player, if you ever filled up your car for less than $1 a gallon, we can go on for days. If any of those apply to you, you're or auntie.
Yeah.
Flat out. Ain't no questions about it.
I'm one fly ass auntie. I'm cool with it.
Yeah. So okay, so that's what I wanted to ask too. Are you okay? Like Trish Michelle, are you okay with like your friends, your you know, your son's friends or your daughter's friends calling you auntie?
No, they better not call me nothing. They could call me mom. That's about it. They call me that, but they better not
You
ever call
know,
me
I mean,
auntie.
just playing, just like, okay, auntie.
Playful.
Yeah.
If they was playing, I wouldn't care. Nah, just playing around. I wouldn't care.
Or
Like,
you know, some of their
auntie,
friends at school, they see you, they be like, "Oh, okay, I see you fly, auntie."
I mean, no, I wouldn't care.
Okay. Well,
As
we
long
know.
as it ain't disrespectful version of
Yeah.
auntie.
Well,
Right.
what do you
Like,
mean by disrespectful?
if they say,
Somebody
get out
said
of here, you don't know what
your
you're talking about
fine.
with your old ass auntie. Like, I'd be like, who the fuck? Who we
Okay,
talking
yeah,
to?
yeah, that's disrespectful.
Who you calling auntie? Matter of fact, go get your auntie. And no, I'm just
Right.
kidding. But yeah, not maybe.
She ready to throw hands. I see.
You know, maybe that might be a little much. But in the reverse side of like respecting that I am older than them, because sometimes kids don't do that. So I'd rather them acknowledge the fact that I am older and, you know, still being respectful and just a little, you know, okay, I see you looking good, auntie, like whatever. Okay. I see you too. Go to class. Bye. Like, yeah.
Okay. So we know Benji has an identity crisis when it comes to this, but are you
I'm
finally
sure.
under the realization that you're Unc?
Because you owned everything on that list.
No, I know I am. It's just you got to step into it. You get what I'm saying?
You don't.
Like you are. You got to step into it.
You already fell
you
into
gotta,
it when you fell when you was running.
Yeah, you got to come to the realization. It's like G-Paul status. You get what I'm saying? You got to work. You know you are, but you got to fit yourself into that mode now because you're transitioning out of being the young buck into Unc status.
How
And
long
now
is the
young for a long
transitioning
time.
period? How long is the transitioning period? Because I feel like
Benji's almost 50. You haven't been a young buck for a long time.
You can't be transitioning
couple decades
still.
now. Couple decades.
I'm
now.
auntie at 37.
Couple decades.
I'm still
now.
young, y'all. I'm trying to tell you.
If
no,
I could
Trisha
be,
Michelle
there's a lot of things on that
closer
list.
to you.
There's a lot of things on that list that I could say yes to. So you could say yes to 100%.
Yes to all of them.
Exactly. So there's no way
I
that
say yes to all of them. I literally
me at
was
37 could be considered auntie, and you still trying to work your way into uncleism. You pawpaw.
You're a whole decade older than her.
I'm 10 years older than you. You're a young whippersnapper. Look at you, girl.
Like you
Yeah.
pawpaw.
With your
If
Jerry
I'm
curl.
auntie, you
I see.
pawpaw.
Oh yeah, I know it. And see, that's the crazy
G-Paw,
part.
all that.
I get called OG now and all this kind
You're
of
clearly
stuff.
that. You all that. So yeah.
It's a you know, you just got to step into that space because you got to
And I don't
realize.
even get called auntie, so I'm still not there.
Wait till you get around some more YNs. Yeah.
Nah, first of all, I don't need to be around no YNs.
I'm telling you, them YNs.
I don't need to be around no YNs. I ain't stupid.
They trying to pull on you. I'm
I don't
trying
need
to
to be
tell
around
you.
no YNs. I'm good.
YNs, like they gonna call you auntie, all right.
They gonna call me auntie, ask for my number, and all kind of other stuff. We're good.
Yeah. Well, I embrace it, and I've been embracing it for a while now because the gray hair and the beard, of course. So a lot of them, when I talk to them, and a lot of these young guys that be talking, they be like, "OG, how old are you?" And I be like, "I'm 45." They be like, "Man, I thought you was a little bit older because you got gray hair in your beard, but your face look young. So you were confusing me. But you still you still OG." I'm like, "Yeah, I accept that. I ain't got no problem with that." Like when I go in the gym to hoop and I walk in, they be like, "Hey, what up, OG? What up, You want to run?" I don't feel no type of way. They can get buckets too, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Right.
I don't feel no type of way about it. So I don't understand why people get offended by it because, and it's generally women. It's generally women, but it's some dudes out there that
Yeah,
get
I never
offended by it. But
understood
it's
that.
generally women that have expressed that they don't want to be called auntie because they don't feel like they that old. I'm like, man, you almost 50.
And
I think I could kind of maybe touch on why, even though it's not how I would feel or how I feel at all. But I think because women, their physical
the
image
age
and age,
difference,
that makes them, the more you think of age, you think of changes of looking old. So then when people start to refer to you in an older term, you start to think that people see you as that. So they're like, don't call me that because I old. But
sometimes we do see you as that because you look old, and that's the
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah,
some
that's
of
the
these
fact.
people,
Right.
some of these people look old, and they don't want nobody to say that because, oh, I don't look that old. Yeah, you
they
do.
have a
Yes,
hard
you
time
do.
accepting where they are in time.
My face is giving 35. No, it's giving 55.
It's
You
giving
got
35.
it's giving 55. So you got it. Somebody around you is not telling you the truth. So
Black
let's
don't
be honest
crack,
here.
but it
That
sure
is
will
true.
droop.
I see a lot of things where I'll be like, dang, they do not have good friends.
Facts. Because I'm like, somebody need to tell you the truth around here. And you getting a little old. You getting to look a little
Yeah.
old. You got a few little crow's feet up around the eye. You need to go on and get
Folks
that
like to be lied to, man. Folks like to be lied to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But when it comes to this conversation too, I also have another caveat to it because I was also told that men that are 40 plus shouldn't dress a certain way. So the post had a guy that was dressed, he had on like some kind of like fitted jeans, nice shirt, you know what I'm saying, nice sneakers, you know what I'm saying? Kind of dressed like you would see, a teenager dress or somebody in their early 20s, but he was a 45, 50-year-old guy, well groomed and everything. The people were like, he looked nice, but there were people in the comments like, why is he dressed like a YN? And it's like, is there an age range for what you can wear, or is there a cutoff for swag or dressing like the current fashions? Because that's crazy. Like, so now we can't wear a certain shirt or a certain type of pant because we're of a certain age. If it fits us a certain way, the way it's supposed to, why is there an issue with an older guy wearing something, you know what I'm saying, if he feels like it's the newest style?
I just think people need something to complain about.
I think it's because it does it on its own. It just will look childish.
Yeah.
On certain people, certain outfits, certain things will look childish without even like. So you could wear the fitted, you could do just a plain fitted jean and it would probably be okay. But then you see the dude that's got the multiple colored patches with the rips and the fitted jeans that he got on the fitted shirt that's got Rugrat on the like. You kind of like
not Rugrat
because I'm telling you like. And then he got his beanie to the side like and you're like, you're 55. What?
Like, why you still got
it
your
gives
beanie leaning to
childish,
the side?
but it's not even just men. There's outfits for women that you'll see them in that you would see a teenager in, and it gives childish as well. And so it's not, you can wear what you want to wear at whatever age. Just understand that some of these outfits do just on its own give off childish.
Right.
And there's people that will see that and be like, because that's a turn off to see someone look and dress childish. I don't care how old you are. I'm not gonna want to talk to you because I don't want nobody next to me looking childish.
I can agree with that. Some stuff do look a bit childish, like a big girl wearing something tight, you know what I mean? And something too revealing. You know what I'm
Wait,
saying?
what?
It just
No,
don't fit.
that's revealing and tight ain't childish.
It just don't fit.
But if she wears
You
a
don't
little
think that's
fitted
childish?
skirt
You walk
with
up.
the little ruffle socks,
You don't
and
think that's childish? She came out
there's
the
that
house
little
with
look
that
going
tight
around right now,
outfit
and that
on.
looks childish for an
That's a little childish
adult.
to me for you to
Benji said she
expose
dressed like
yourself like
she dressed like Honey Boo Boo.
Yeah, I'm like,
the
I don't.
struggle.
That's not childish because first of all, a child shouldn't even be dressed like that. That don't give off childish. That gives
Is that
off you
meant?
need
What is
to
that?
figure out what your size is.
Honey Boo Boo
And
was dressed like that.
That's these some
she
of these
shouldn't have been
big
dressed
ones
like
don't
that
care.
either. That means she should have figured out what her size was, or her mama should have figured out what her size was at the time.
Oh man.
Girl,
Well,
we
That
don't need to
wasn't
see all
childish.
of
That
that.
was the mama needing to reassess sizes.
Yeah,
True,
it's a little
true.
bit of a struggle.
Well, shout out to
You
Big
don't get
Rob.
mad when you tell baby, you don't think that's a little too tight. I mean, but
All right, so shout out to Big Rob. He said, "No, you can wear whatever you want. It's all about being yourself, being comfortable in what you wear." I agree with that. I agree with what you all was saying too about it being childish or whatever. But at the end of the day, nobody buys my clothes. Nobody buys the things that I wear. Nobody controls what I do. So if I choose to wear whatever I want to wear, and as long as the people who I'm targeting like what I look like, then I don't care what nobody else feels like. Right.
Somebody still gonna like you.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah, for
fact.
sure.
So somebody
Long as they ain't ugly.
Well, I mean, you
I
know
mean,
what?
that part. Here's the thing.
Ugly
Like you
is
said, you can dress how you
subjective.
want to, and people don't have you don't. And if you don't like it, you ain't got to say nothing about it either. Just because you see him like, oh, he look childish, you ain't gotta. That's his outfit. That's what he want to do. Let him do him. Everybody be too much involved in everybody else's business too.
Now, this brings up a point, a thought. Let's say somebody ugly is trying to validate you. How much weight does that hold?
I mean,
or somebody who can't dress said, "Oh man, that look tight. You look nice in that."
I was gonna say
look
because
at they
ugly
fit.
could dress.
I think that will be considered kind of like a backhanded compliment, right? Coming from
Yeah.
somebody who can't dress, telling you look nice. I don't know how to take that because I'm like looking at you and you're not
Yeah.
dressed well. So are you saying
I
are
can't
you
trust
saying that this
anything
is
out of
your
your mouth.
style? Are you saying that this is your style?
Are you saying you would wear this?
Yeah, if you would
Because
wear
if you
this,
would wear this, then I would
I'm
not.
questioning it.
Then I would question it, right? And it's kind of like somebody that's a little bit off. You get what I'm saying? And then they complimenting you, saying you're pretty smart. Wouldn't that kind of be like?
No, but then if they not that smart and they're saying you're smart, then that would be accurate because if they're
Yeah, I
not
was gonna say
smart,
they
then
would be
I'm
able to
smarter than
recognize the
them.
difference.
But I'm gonna tell you a good example of it. A good example would be if a person that's well, just like you said, kind of like you said, if a person that's ugly, no, I'll tell you what the great example. Let me one I like to use all the time. If you're dating a lady, right? And then you see her ex-boyfriends and all of them are cosmetically challenged or facially challenged.
Ooh.
And then she's dating you. It's kind of like, wait a minute, you got a track record of ugly dudes. So if you're dating me, so what does hold on? Wait a minute.
Her preference changed.
I would hope so. I would hope that's what it means. That her
You brought out
preferences
something in
change.
her that she didn't know.
That I'm the change that she
just
went
ugly.
about. Man, that might be what it is.
You just going on and
or
get back,
you just
going on
ugly
and
as
get
hell
in that,
too. Yep.
going on and get in that box and accept that you ugly. It just going on. She might be cute to you though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Well, that's the beauty of life, man. You're cute to somebody and you're ugly to somebody, because I've seen, people that people think are the most handsome or the most beautiful. And I've heard people say, no, I don't like him. I don't like her. She's not that cute. He's not that cute. And I'm like, that's different, because everybody out here say that person is just like the most amazing looking person. And, like I've heard a guy say Beyonce is not cute. I was like,
Oh, he
Yeah,
like,
I've heard a couple people say that.
I was
Oh,
like,
no,
what?
yeah,
What are you?
they
What?
they got
What?
cataracts. Oh,
I was like,
yeah.
what planet?
I
What
don't
planet
like
is
her.
you from?
I don't like her music like that, but yeah, nah.
Like, what
Somebody's
planet is you
slow in the
from,
brain.
bruh? I was like, I couldn't. I was speechless. I ain't even say nothing when he said that. I was like,
Man, yeah, that's a little wild.
I said,
Yeah, he probably was ugly too, and just needed, ugly people see the world different. You get what I'm saying?
How
I'm
you
trying to
know
tell
you ugly?
He is. He's got to be, because the way he put on for the uglies is crazy, and he their spokesperson. He got,
Well,
yeah, the
okay,
president of the ugly club.
okay, but let's be honest. He himself said that when he was young, he was
Yeah.
called ET, and he was called ugly.
ET. I'm
So
trying to
he
tell
does
you.
have experience with
I
being
have
ugly.
I have experience in this.
That is
in this
correct.
space.
You
I'm
have a
tell you.
historical experience.
He has
Yes.
experience in being ugly.
Mhm.
That's where
I'm
it's
trying to
stemming
tell you.
from.
I'm
See?
trying to tell you. I've lived this. Benji is touched with the feeling of the ugly people's infirmities.
Oh man, yeah, that's a valid point.
No
That's
wonder
a
you can
valid
always
point.
give us a little insight on how they feel.
Oh,
I'm
man.
trying to tell you. It's a lot of going on in Unc head. I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, see, we're making progress here, and he called himself Unc, so we're
He
making
did. Look
progress
at
here.
that.
We're
We are proud of
progressing.
you.
We're progressing. We're going our higher self. We're evolving into.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay, Shaquille Sunflower. Okay, I see you.
The man who sleeps on the floor can't fall out the bed. I'm trying to tell you.
Facts. All right. So we started this episode talking about money. So why not wrap it up talking about money, man? So it's time to crank up the ride, take a journey into the land of low money and sometimes no money with our. You already know what it is. What it is. What it is. What it is. Y'all already know what it is.
Broke Chronicles.
Bro Chronicle.
Ain't got it.
All right. So the Bro Chronicles today is not going to be a story. It's going to be a question for you guys. All right. So I need some good feedback on this. All right. So everybody has dreamed of winning the lottery at some point, right? And with the Powerball jackpot being at its fourth largest in history, 1.7 billion with a B, 1.7 billion. So my question to Benji, Trish, Michelle, and you in the audience is, what would be the first thing you would do with the money? The very first thing that you would do with some of that money. What would be the first thing, Benji?
Oh, I'm buying me an island. I am getting away from Negroes. Do you not understand me? I am buying me about 400, 500, 600, 700 acres somewhere offshore, away from Negroes. And if you try to come on my property, I see you from radar, sees you from hundreds of miles away, and all of that. Like if I could have church on the moon, that's what I will do. That's what I'm buying. I'm trying to tell you.
Island.
Island.
That's interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Trish Michelle, what about you? Very first thing you're doing.
Something stupid. I don't know what. No, it's gonna be something stupid. I know that. I can't give you nothing specific, but I'm gonna say for sure I'm gonna allow myself to go purchase or do something that I've always wanted to do. I don't know because I can't think of it right now, but it exists. And I'm going to allow myself to do so because I'm not gonna act like I'm gonna just run away and invest everything because I will. I am. It's gonna happen. But I'm due for some dumb shit, and I'm gonna do something stupid real quick. I'm not gonna act like I'm not. I'm gonna keep it real.
Go throw
Shit,
100
I'll go
racks
do
in
something stupid.
somebody's face. Say,
Huh?
go up to one of your enemies and just throw
No,
100,000 in their
that's
face.
ignorant. I'm not gonna do something ignorant. I'm gonna just do something like dumb that I don't need to do, like go buy a G-Wagon. Like that's stupid. That's just dumb. I'm gonna go get
Benji,
it because why not?
Benji try to
Like,
get
I'm
you
not saying that
shot.
that's what I would do, but I'm saying like, or I
Benji try
just
to
go
get you
buy
shot.
everything that I've ever wanted and then go do
Shit.
everything else. Like, I don't know. I would go do something dumb
Something
in that
stupid,
sense.
huh?
Like, not ignorant
Yeah.
stuff. I don't care about people that much to be. I ain't gonna waste no money on no
No,
people.
I'm slapping a couple people with 100,000,
You
just
can
throwing
slap
it
people.
right in their
Benji gonna
face.
You can
win the
slap people
lottery.
with nothing right now.
Benji
For
Benji
free.
gonna win the lottery and get shot in the same day.
Eat your hell is. You gonna
Now I'll be
hey,
gone on my
that
island
water
real
money.
quick.
You
I'm
get
be gone.
arrived each time.
They're gonna hit
And
him on the news. Local business owner is slain today. He slapped a random person with money that he had just recently won in the Powerball jackpot. News story starting at 6.
I'm doing
witnesses
like
say
Dave
they seen
Chappelle.
him run and jump to try to reach the face of the person since he was not tall enough.
Well,
Diabolical.
dang. Yeah, she
I
just went she went on ahead and slapped you right then.
I'm gonna pull a Donnell Rollins. I'm going to go buy me a truck
I'm
full of
rich.
cigarettes.
That's the first thing I thought about when Dave Chappelle said, "I just bought this baby on eBay." I
I'm
said,
rich,
"Yo."
bitch.
But you know what? I ain't gonna
How
lie
does
to
it feel
you.
to be in the trucking business? Trucking business? No, I just bought.
Bought a truck full of cigarettes. I was like, yo. But I ain't gonna lie to you. The first thing that I would do is very responsible, right? I have a spreadsheet that I use for my bills and debts, any type of debts and things of that nature. I'm zeroing that bad boy out before I do anything. That's gonna be the first thing I do is zero that sheet out. So whatever I have, whatever debts I have, house note, car note, anything, I'm zeroing it all out before I do anything.
Forget them debts. I'm finna live free like OJ.
I mean, I'm gonna
That's
like
how
Trisha
you're gonna
Michelle
live
said, I'm
free,
going
by
to
getting
I'm
rid of
going
the
to live
debts.
free. But
That's
I'm
how
going
you live free.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna get rid of, you know what I'm saying, anything that would hinder me in the future, right?
Right. Yes.
Because it's things that once you get to a certain status like this with billions of dollars, you don't even really worry about credit and stuff like that, but you do need credit to do certain
Yeah.
things. There's no way around it. No matter how
You
much
gotta
money
make
you got,
sure
you
you
got to
got
have some
everything else.
credit, right? So I'm trying to get 850 flat out. I want my joint 850. That's on my list of things to do in life, 850. And I want my stuff zeroed out. And then I'll, be able to invest in, I ain't buying no island. I don't want to get away like that, but I will just buy, a huge plot of land, build me a house on it, maybe a complex for my whole family, where my sons and my daughter can live there. And then if they have families, so we can all live on our, on our own land and, have crops and stuff like that. Be kind of self-sufficient in our own little area.
Right.
Because island sounds cool.
I don't want no
but
island.
there's
I'm
things that you
having
have
everything.
there's things that you have to consider with that when things start to occur,
You have to keep up and maintain an island.
it's a lot. It's a lot. And just like we talked about before, when you have this money, $1 billion is a lot of money, but money does run out. Even if you invest it well, you still have to consider the things that are going out versus things that are coming in.
Exactly.
So I don't want to go too crazy. Now, if they said if I won 7 billion or something crazy like that, oh yeah. 1 billion is a lot of money, but we all know that the way the world works and how much things are and
Inflation.
Inflation and things of that nature, like that could be, what I'm saying, a problem later on in life because we're not old people, but we're still fairly young, so we still want to live another, considerably 40 to 50 years from now.
Yeah.
So, 1.7 is a lot, but if you win 1.7,
you going home with what?
You less than
I want to
that.
say seven. What's that? What's the half of that 1.7? You going home?
Yeah, so you're gonna
800 million.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you're not gonna have as much money as you think mentally. So buying an island is cool, but
Man,
you're
we
gonna
we li-
spend
we we living
you
off. We're gonna live off of everything on there. Come get your timber over here, Ken. Come get your lumber. Come get your cows, your chickens, your frogs, your fish, everything. It's all gonna be over there.
yeah, well, y'all
You know
enjoy
what I'm
that
saying?
island.
Yeah,
I'm
it
just
says
gonna
that
buy
you'll
me
go home.
just gonna buy me some acres
Oh,
and live on you know what I'm
ooh,
saying? Because I still want to be able to, you know what I'm saying, see civilization. I still
Yeah.
want to be able to see, other family members and swing through every now and again
Nah,
and
I
do
fly,
regular
I
people
fly,
stuff.
fly them in every now and then. Come by and holler at your boy. You know what I'm saying? Come on, pull up. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a tour. You know what I'm saying? It's
dang,
gonna
we
take.
wouldn't. Y'all look, 1.7 billion. If you're doing the initial cash value to take it in a lump sum, takes it down to 770 million.
Yeah.
Then after federal taxes, that's 593 million, and after some other tax, take home taxes, state taxes, you're only going to have 447 million.
I mean, you got your pinky finger up, like you told me. Only 400
Oh,
something
no, no,
million.
no. So this we're talking about what we would do with it. That changes a
Yeah.
lot
Yeah.
of what you would do to it from 1.7 billion to 400. That's still a lot of money, but that's gonna go way quicker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that you would win 1.7 and you only dipping with about 400 something, 400
Yeah.
something million.
I mean, we're not saying that it's not a good thing, of course. It's
That's
an
still a great
amazing
amount of
thing.
money to
It's
make
you
Yes,
like,
talking about changing the lives of a lot of people around you too,
right.
not
yeah,
just
for
yours,
sure.
right?
Yeah.
For sure.
because because I'm that type of person. Now, I would definitely have something to give to all of my family members, every
Oh
Yep.
last
yeah.
one of them, because I'm cool with
Oh yeah.
every last one of my
Definitely
family
getting a
members.
couple mil. Oh no,
Now,
no
Yeah.
doubt.
there's gonna be some people that are gonna be upset because they think they deserve more, and they can lick the bottom of my shoe at that point, because
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
going to give everybody the same thing. And then there are going to be people like my aunt that helped raise me and things of that nature, people like that will get more, you know what I'm
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
saying? And my cousin that's like my best friend, he would get more. So there are going to be people like that, but everybody's going to get something. And I
Yeah.
ain't talking about, you know what I'm saying, like $20. I'm talking about breaking everybody off like a G, you know what I'm saying? At least even the kids, just give everybody something.
Everybody getting something. Yeah.
Yeah, because
Right.
once I give this initial money out, ain't gonna be no more.
Yeah, man. Don't do not no repeat.
Ain't gonna be no more.
We're not
Is
coming back.
gone. That opportunity, that what the old folks say, that ship has sailed.
Has
So
sailed.
it's sailed. So I ain't gonna be able to do it. See, I appreciate you on my square. On my square said the first thing he would do would be to wipe out his debt and then give half of the money to his wife and kids. Then he said he's going to take the rest, call up everyone, and say lose his number.
Not call up everybody. On my squares, just change the number. Don't even call them.
No, that's the good part though. That's the pettiness. Like,
Oh
hey, how you
Lord.
doing? You know what I'm saying? You
Okay.
good?
Okay.
All right, yeah. Don't call me no more because
I
this
fool
number
with it
gonna be
though.
this number.
hmm
It's the satisfaction of calling and saying, you know what, lose my number. All right, peace.
Yeah.
You remember back in the day how exciting it was. Maybe it's just me because I'm petty like this, but to hang up on somebody like today,
Oh
you
yeah.
can't do that because just hitting the end button don't do justice to the crackle, to the pop of slamming the phone
Slamming
down.
down the
That's
house
like
phone. Yeah.
Rick
Yeah,
Ross's ex-wife. She called herself Auntie. She purposely has a flip phone
the
so
phone.
she
So
could be
see,
like, because
yes,
it don't hit the same. Because
yeah,
she
Just
need
it
to,
just it just slaps. It just hit a little different. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
yeah.
dig it.
yeah. I love that. I ain't gonna lie to you. Young Ken was a little bit of a petty monster, and that was one thing I used to love. I used to love when girls would do stuff just so I could hang up on their
Hang
face.
up on their face.
Yeah, I used to
Now I'll tell
love
you
it.
right now,
I dig it.
everybody
I
that
dig it.
knows me knows that if you hang up on me,
You call them back.
no, you have
You
issued
pull it
yourself
up.
a do not ever call me again because I'm never gonna call you again.
I mean,
Do not
Oh
be
wow.
disrespectful. I don't care if you're mad and you need to get off the phone. I'm gonna call you later. That's fine.
hmm
Hang up in my face. I will never call you later.
I'm pretty good at that. I just act like, you know what I'm saying, something happened and the phone hangs up. Like
Nope,
yeah,
nope,
I'm pretty good at that.
nope.
It's pretty interesting. It's mid talk.
Oh yeah, you would never.
Yeah,
You wouldn't
it
even
just happens.
have nothing. Nope, you wouldn't even have to worry. But no, I wouldn't even say nothing. No, it's happened to people. They know. You hung up and
Savage.
See, I'm not by myself because shout out to Telly, man. A homie Telly. Telly said, I hang up on a mother. I don't care.
I not on people in my life that matter.
He
Like,
said he still will do it.
I'm
And
not
on my
hanging up
square
on
said
people.
he is petty as hell. He said, I will call you, hang up on you, call you back, then hang up on you again.
That I find that to be so rude. So I don't hang up on people.
Oh,
I will
man.
let them know. Now, if they didn't heed my warning and they still now that's not hanging up on you at that point. I have made you aware that I'm exiting off the phone. If you
man.
continue, that's on you. But outside of that, yeah.
Don't ever call me again. Listen, if the phone all I'm saying is if the phone accidentally hangs up mid sentence and you talking, I mean, hey, you know, my dog was calling or something. I don't know.
You had to go catch your fridge. I understand.
Yeah.
And while you're at it, you might as well continue to run after it.
Yeah. The ice cream
Don't circle
man is
back after you
outside.
caught it.
And I told
man.
the ice cream man, make sure, you know what I'm saying, he hit me up because he's the only one who got the you know, the strawberry shortcake ice creams on his truck. So, you know, things happen though, girl. You know what I'm saying? Things happen.
And you know what? I ain't gonna lie to you.
We're gonna be all right though.
You talking about the ice cream truck before we get up out of here, just randomly. I was out yesterday and there was an ice cream SUV, not a truck, an SUV. It's like an SUV with an ice cream truck. It was crazy. Just driving down the freeway.
Did it have switches and Vogues?
No. Just
did it have Vogues or anything on it?
No, it was actually kind of like a Sprinter, but it was an ice cream van. It was an ice cream van. That's what it was, really. And it was just it was driving down the service road or the freeway just randomly. And I'm like, wait a minute. So
somebody got their hustle.
The last time that I saw an ice cream truck, I was just, you know, wanting to know what the going price was for the ice cream on the ice cream trucks now. You know, we was kids, you know, you get ice cream for 50 cents or 75 cents or $1.
$3-4 now.
Yes, bruh. That strawberry shortcake ice cream that you're talking about, $4.
$3.75.
$4 on the ice cream truck. I was like, yo, you can go buy the whole box from Aldi with you can go buy a whole box from the store. You know what I'm saying? Like
most of the stuff nowadays, you could go and buy the whole thing and spend less.
Yeah.
Get your Costco business card. You'll be all right. You'll live.
Yep.
Facts.
Get all of it cheap.
But shout out to On My Square, been acting up in the comments. Said $700 million will buy me some new feelings, so I don't care how nobody else feels. That's a fact.
Oh my squares, you right about that. Cause look, but we not doing this hang up shit. I just want you to understand that. I want you to understand that right now.
Now you know what? It's 700 million. You know, I ain't hanging up on nobody. I'm just gonna be like, you have a good day, sir.
I'm just walking away peacefully.
I'm just not answering.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
If there is anybody that's on my line, there's anybody that's calling my line that is giving the energy that where I feel like I need to hang up, and I got money like that. You are not called. You have no access to me. We don't have to worry about those people.
I think me having that much money
I'm just saying we're having different conversations at this point. We're having different conversations with that money though.
And then you calling me acting stupid, and you probably calling me because you need $20 or more anyway. You need to come correct.
And nobody want that little
call me back when you get it together.
What they say that little, I don't nobody want that little funky $20. Oh, it's funky now. It's funky now because I'm asking for it back. But like you asking for that little funky $20 back.
$20 back. Hey, and that's what I'm gonna still do too. Collect all of my debts. Remember, I don't care how much money I got. Give me back. Well, anybody that owe me, I still want it back. Run it back.
I'm gonna tell you flat out. Like the Bank of Boston is closed, and when I do give people money, I have a set amount. Right. Nobody can ask for more than $20. So if you need more than $20, you need to go to the bank. And if the bank won't give you the money, then I won't either.
I don't even
flat
look
out.
at money like I used to.
Yeah.
Once it go, yeah.
Listen,
It's
if the
totally
bank
different.
has deemed you bad credit, I'm gonna deem you the same way. You
Same
ain't pay
way.
them.
I
You
mean,
ain't pay
hey,
them back. You ain't gonna pay me back either. So yeah, I already know the game.
Facts.
hey,
Facts. All right, so we've had a lot of fun, man. It's time to wrap it up. You know what I'm saying? We're about to go into our break, so we appreciate everybody who tapped in on the live. We appreciate everybody listening. You know, if you're listening to this later on or peeping the show later on, we appreciate you for tapping in. So before we get up out of here, we're gonna give Trisha Michelle, Benji Banks the opportunity to say something before we get up out of here. Trisha Michelle, talk to the people.
all my squares, I ain't playing with you. No, I'm just kidding. Y'all, it's Christmas coming up, man. Y'all enjoy your families. Y'all have a good time. Y'all spend time, memories, whatever. Watch the Chappelle comedy. That's what I'm gonna tell y'all. Like, watch that for sure. Watch the Kevin Hart one. It's funny. Like, just enjoy y'all time off, relax, have fun. Hopefully, y'all take Friday off if y'all didn't get it off. And if y'all didn't get it off, hopefully y'all got sick. So y'all ain't gotta go in and y'all extend y'all weekend until Monday. But with that being said, y'all just enjoy the next few days. And y'all will see us in 2026 with more heat. That's what I gotta say. And you can find me on all the social media platforms, Trisha Michelle _TM, and of course the Fiyah Session.
Facts. Yeah,
Sure.
yeah. Y'all definitely enjoy that TV, and also make sure you get caught up on Stranger Things because that's what I did. And
Oh,
I'm
I
mad
still
at
haven't done
I'm
that.
gonna tell y'all I'm mad at Trisha Michelle because she tricked me into watching it, and I told her what I was gonna do, and I watched it all. Now I'm like, man, now I gotta wait a couple more days from
Just a
now
couple
to watch.
days.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it, but
It's
I
a
like I
busy
finished
couple
it
days
last
anyway.
week.
You all right? You
Finished
busy.
it last
Be all
week.
right. Be all right.
I'm sitting here like Pookie from New Jack. I'm like, man, I gotta have it. Where's the
Man, it's
Stranger
coming.
Things, man?
We about to oh, I can't wait.
But then it's a bittersweet feeling because then it's gonna be gone forever. So it's like, oh man. But yeah, we appreciate you, you know, so letting the people know that information, and y'all go follow her because she's got some big
Stranger
things
things.
that's gonna be popping off in 2026.
I
So you want to
do.
make sure you get a front row seat. You know what I'm talking about? All right, Benji Banks, the man of brand, talk to the people, let them know something.
I can't picture life with no money. It's simple, man. Y'all be solid out there, man. Y'all be cool. 25 was a little weird, you know what I mean? But we heading out of that, heading into 26. I ain't got no new phrases, new verses for you, nothing like that. Just make sure you celebrate with your family. If you got good family out there, I'll at them, check on them. If you got your parents, all that good stuff, man, call them up. If you out of state somewhere and you can't make it in, make those round of calls. Do what you need to do, man. You get what I'm saying? And just love on your people, love on your folks. You know what I mean? We big with that on the show. Y'all know where y'all can find me. You can find me everywhere, here, there, and everywhere, doing something, doing a little bit of everything, trying to make everything. This is how I do it. And y'all have a great Christmas day, man. Do something fun with your children, I guess. Body slam your grandbaby. Introduce your grandchildren to the DDT. Okay, I'm telling you, fellas, you should know this. Introduce your children to the cross-face chicken wing. There's a multiplicity of moves that you can apply from wrestling on your grandchildren. This is something you need to do. Start with this Christmas. Do some stuff. DDT. What's a wrestling move, Ken? I'm trying to think of a few of them.
I used to put my boys in the Boston Crab.
Boston Crab, the suplex. You know what I mean? The stone cold stunner. You know what I mean? That's just a
Don't do the
multiplicity of things.
tombstone. Don't do the tombstone.
Just slap your kids.
Tombstone, what I'm
Don't do the
saying? It's a
tombstone.
multiplicity of things you can do. You get what I'm saying? If go on and introduce them to, Hulk Hogan vibes and you know what I'm saying, Macho Man Randy Savage,
They
Ultimate
already do that.
Warrior.
They already
Yeah.
introduced them to Hulk Hogan vibe. They be at home calling each other nigga all the time.
Dang.
Yeah.
And on that note.
Yeah.
You know what? If you ever wanted to make sure or have a moment where we could say you're an uncle, it was this outro. Cause you went through all different just waves of this and that and you an uncle. Shut up.
He is the guy who, when he's leaving, he gonna tell you about 5 different stories while he's walking out the door, while he's pulling out in the driveway, while he's pulling down the street. He's still gonna be telling you something out the window, and then he gonna have the nerve to all right, player. Well, as he rolling
And
off.
then he gonna call you.
Yeah. Facts.
And then hang up on you mid-sentence.
All right, man. Well, like I said, I appreciate both of y'all, man. Y'all make my life so much easier and so much more brighter, man. Just be able to do this show with y'all. So I'm appreciative of y'all and y'all efforts as always.
No doubt.
We want to thank you all for tuning in to this episode. We want to wish you and your families a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. For real. And we gonna see y'all in 2026 with more heat. We got a lot of big things planned. We got a lot of separate projects we're gonna be working on. Then we have the fire session that we're gonna be pushing through constantly. More content, more clips. We got some stuff coming. So we appreciate y'all supporting us and staying locked in with us. Big and better things on the horizon. And I'm gonna leave y'all with this. Stop waiting to the new year to start new stuff. Start today. You ain't gotta wait. You can start it right now. You can start it in the morning when you get up. Every day is the opportunity to start something new. So stop waiting till the new year to start it. Start it now. Start it today. Start it as soon as possible, because tomorrow is not promised. So go ahead and make that happen. So we appreciate y'all. Y'all already know you've been rocking with Trisha Michelle, Benji Banks, and Big Ken. The fire session. The fire does not stop here. Catch us on the next episode in 2026 with more heat. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next session. Also, head over to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music to check us out there. In the meantime, you know what I'm saying, to get caught up on any episodes that you missed over this break. If you get the need to listen to the fire session, we're on all these platforms, so you can just tap in with us and you can follow us on social media and talk to us, because guess what? We talk back. That's a fact. So until next time, y'all enjoy. Y'all stay safe. See you in 2026. Y'all already know. Stay lit. It's the fire session. Peace.
Deuces.